Josef Newgarden.
Justin?
Wow, Servia's car
really
and Newgarden's car.
It's like he tried going through something the way those front wheels are hanging up there.
He's riding like a bobsled. Whoa.
What happened here? Oriol Servia in the National Guard Panther racing car. That's Tristan Vautier. Boy.
Oh boy, that's nice to see him get out. That, Wally, that thing is, that thing is done. Oriol Servia in his final race with Panther Racing in terms of his allotment this year. Ryan Briscoe filling in, and not the way Servia needed this one to go. Let's see what happens.
Okay, Justin Wilson, there's Servia. Graham Rahal is the yellow and black car. Justin Wilson wiggles.
That right rear tire was on that seam. We've talked about that, and Wilson turned in with his right rear right on the seam. Everybody else trying to get out of the way, and Servia just gets pancaked. And there comes Vautier T-boning Wilson, and then Simona somehow got caught up. She's down below sliding through the grass. But if we look at that again in slow motion, we're going to see Wilson, an unfortunate victim of those scenes.
And watch Servia up there. He just got slammed in by Newgarden. I mean, they were just trying to get on the high side of Wilson, but just ran out of room quickly. This should be a pretty good angle if we get on board here with Servia on the National Guard car.
All right, let's go to that onboard shot now. Take a ride with Oriol Servia.
When you watch Wilson down on the left, he just gets a little bit loose there. Servia's got to make a decision, so he goes high, but out of nowhere, Newgarden comes slamming up the racetrack. So Servia made the right decision, but obviously Newgarden got hit and threw it up into Servia. Look at that front of that car, Cal.
Massive impact. Steering column looked bent. That's a big hit when the steering column bent.
This is the view from James Jakes. He was one of the last to arrive on the scene.
Completely lost vision.
And you heard what sounded like maybe an axle or something off of Servia's car hit at our camera just above Jakes' head. And they're all trying to piece together what happened. It's just so nice to see all three of those guys standing there and not riding in an ambulance.
And Newgarden had to take that evasive action to avoid hitting Justin Wilson.
Well, what's the
dodging debris on that?
Oh, there it is, an axle lane in the road. It's one of the more amazing things when you're a racing driver and you come around the first lap after a big crash like that under caution, just the number of parts. I've learned more about the internals of race cars
just under laying on the racetrack.
Like, wow, I didn't know there was that many gears in a gearbox.
And it's really hard to, obviously, you can't miss all the debris. This is when you're under caution, you're worried about picking up debris on these tires. Well, I think everybody would be coming in probably before this thing goes green to put new tires on.
And right now we're watching the Homacho safety team looking after Justin Wilson, who's still in his car. And he's one of the taller drivers in the series, if not the tallest driver in the series. And luckily with this new Dallara, it used to be that Justin Wilson sat on the floor of the car, just on hard carbon fiber.